Howdy guys, this is Red Porn Steroids coming at you again with another video. How the hell are you tonight, lads? How the hell are you? Tonight I've been doing a bit more music on my keyboards. I've been learning Thrown Out of Star Wars. I've been doing all the pipe organ playing, so I'm getting that song together. So I've been getting involved in music. So I've taken a bit of time off the MGTOW a little bit, just to have a bit of fun on YouTube, just to put some music out there, some covers, like you guys listen to it, and just see another aspect of what I do in my hobbies. But I'm back into it now, lads. This MGTOW Sigma Male topic will be for Friday. I've got that getting written out for Friday as we speak now, so I'm going to be going a lot more into depth with the Sigma Male, and I'm going to be relating a lot of my own experiences with being a MGTOW Sigma Male and how I've used that in my life to get ahead. So I'm going to be speaking about that experience on Friday, and I will provide a lot of in-depth content and experience with that topic. But tonight, lads, we're going to be talking about hiding your wealth and success from women and friends and family. So without further ado, let's get straight into the topic. If you're a guy who is extremely hardworking and makes decent money, or is even a successful businessman or even a millionaire, this topic applies to you who are MGTOW. How can MGTOW men hide their wealth and not attract any unwanted attention from any sort of friends and family who may try to parasite off our success? When it comes to success and money, women gravitate to these qualities very naturally, like a fly round a light, like a moth around a lamp. They fly around it because these are the things that attract a woman on her hypergamy radar. And we see from this that many men, blue pill manginas, will often peacock their own social status with their Lamborghinis, their Ferraris, the meals they go to, the nice clothes and what they wear. They showboat all this on the social media, and this attracts women like flies round shit when it comes to male social status, because they know socially and hierarchically wise in finances that women are going to want these lifestyle trappings, and they will literally be gunning for these high quality men of the 80-20 rule. The thing is, when all these men peacock the lifestyle, the status, they lock down the beautiful good looking woman, and when they've had mind-blowing sex with these women, because a lot of women, when they see a guy with loads of money, right, money is a woman's Viagra, and she will bend over backwards, she'll do missionary sex, she'll do anal sex, she'll have threesomes, all to keep the wealthy entrepreneur or successful man happy. But later on, when she emotionally blackmails the guy, she gets married to him, and she realises after she's got enough marital experience underneath her belt, she'll divorce him and financially maim him and amputate all his livelihood and take that through the meat grinder of the family divorce courts. And this is the consequence that many men who showboat their financial status suffer from: financial amputation, being put in the meat grinder of the family divorce courts. And so this is the consequence of suffering from one-itis. And yes, just because you've got money and you fall for a woman's beauty, women do not love. They only love on a very financially calculated basis. Women have fell and bought heavily into the lifestyle trappings of materialism, which has been promoted by feminism and the media. Women seek out a man who is already financially successful, driven, and already gone through the hardships of being broke, going through the years and years of a man going through his education to get his degrees to enter in his own profession. And so many women want an action man hunk who's 6 foot tall, 6 salaries, 6 foot cock, superhuman sex, and he's built his empire, and he's got the business, the car, the house, the social and economical status. Women want these things ready-made. And a lot of women who want these things are broke women. A lot of broke women think they are entitled to the rich and successful man. And the thing is with women, women don't often want to put in the hard work into becoming successful and driven themselves. Many women do not want to put in the hard work for working long hours to achieve like social and economical financial security. You find a lot of women don't want to actually have their money together, don't want to have their life together, have their own car, their own pension, have backup funds, have like savings accounts in case they lose a job. Women just expect men to provide all this to them. And a lot of women just expect to have this packed, an action-packed action figure of the dream man, of what they want from their own hypergamous dreams of desire. Women in relationships today don't seem to want to build their own empire or financial success. They think it's too hard for themselves to work. Women just think because they lie in the back and give the man mind-blowing sex, that is it. They just turn up for romantic meals, they look beautiful, and that is it. But that's the thing. A lot of women would rather just like look beautiful, spend all the money on the shopping, the credit card stores, look beautiful, and just parasite off a man. You see, the thing is though, with a man's bank account who's like peacocking high status to a woman, or men who earn good money, you know, women are just basically going to keep on taking and taking and taking from a man. Like the consumer spending, they're taking and taking from the economy and putting nothing back. You see a lot of gold digging women, especially even women in normal relationships with average earning men, keep on taking and taking. You know, a man every month brings home the bacon in a relationship. He brings home a good job of like a good salary, you know, for the household and family. But women cannot help this compulsive habit of spending. Every time a man brings a plus surplus into a relationship of finance, a woman reduces it after the month of a negative equity. And a man's got to keep working more and more hours. You know, he's spending less time at home and more time away working to keep this woman's lifestyle in order. And this is the thing, women do not, as a majority of them, do not bring a financial benefit to men in the economy and as to men, but nothing but a negative equity. Women are like open portals, you know, they've been thoroughly indoctrinated into this materialism lifestyle of the mind trappings, and they can't put anything back what's positive to a man's life or even into the economy. Women will only stay with a man if he has the potential to earn more. Now, like when women see that a man's very intelligent, he could be like 20, 21, and a woman's the same age, but she realises he's not got the money that he's earning so far, but he's good looking, he's good in bed, but she realises that she wants to have the higher up income bracket to compete with her other friends who have got boyfriends who are achieving socially and financially and economically up the social hierarchy. Women will often stay with guys hoping that this workhorse is going to turn into a fat pig and cough up all them banknotes so that she can profit off. You see, that's the thing. When women know a guy's at university, at college, and she sees that he's going for a high degree in higher education, she will stay with him and take the gamble with her own hypergamy to trade up socially and economically with this man performing higher in the burden of performance in his relationship. The thing is with many women in relationships, loving relationships for women is done in a very calculated and very financial planning manner. You see, women often don't like to waste time with guys. You know, if guys aren't spending the time and money of them, you know, on the hypergamy radar of a woman, women know they've got a short fertility window to actually get this high status man locked down and married so they can have a nest egg until she's accumulated sufficient amount of marriage years before she actually rinses him. So basically also women know that they've got a short fertility window as well, so when it comes to securing the high status man. Women are only in relationships for the money, as we see time and time again in the UK, in America, in Canada and Japan, the amount of divorces that are initiated by women. And like with Jeff Bezos, like I spoke in many times, Jeff Bezos was an extremely wealthy businessman. He was the richest man in the world. But when he got divorced, his wife became the wealthiest woman in the world. And so women are only in relationships for the money. They're not in it because they love you. They've still got them old traditional values of the masculinity of being provided for. But as I say before, feminism likes equality, but it doesn't want equal responsibility, equal reciprocation in relationships. So women will never fall in love with a man romantically. As I said before in many other videos, that women only love men on the basis of how they make them feel. Women have got to constantly have that emotional need of being fulfilled through drama and the whole fairy tale of emotions that they go through with this guy, because women are very bipolar. The moods change just like the storm. Women today behave very entitled, and they think that they deserve the rich, successful man on a silver platter. But smart red pill men want women to have their life together, their finances together, their finances straight, have backup funds, savings accounts for the year in case you lose a job, have their own pension, have their own house, be wise investors and wise consumers. That's what smart red pill men who are dating want. Those who are successful businessmen who are driven. You see, a lot of men, you know, obviously will peacock, like PUAs who've got money, will peacock the status to get women in bed, because when women see a guy driving a Lamborghini, the knickers come straight down like that because they realise they can get something, but the PUAs just fucking pump and dump them. So women love the fantasy of being in a rich lifestyle with a man in the movies driving a Lamborghini in a nice house, you know, and then he just pumps and dumps her, you know. But a lot of men now who are red pill and many purple pill men are becoming smarter when it comes to concealing their own financial assets. And as I said before, we live in a society where a lot of broke women demand rich, successful, educated men without putting the hard work themselves into becoming successful and driven themselves. You see, many women who go for like pointless degrees in university come out with vast amounts of debt, and you expect men to bail them out, you know, to carry them over the financial threshold of debt. But men are being wise with it. So how can we as MGTOW men avoid, you know, unnecessary attention of women? Well, one of them is living a minimalistic lifestyle, and also, you know, just being like careful with our money, spending on buying what we only need. You know, not going for the newest car, but buying a used car. I've got a car, guys, right? I'll tell you one thing, right? I've got money behind me, and I could buy myself a nice sort of Mazda convertible or BMW. I've got money behind me, but I drive a 12-year-old Mazda, you know, because I choose not to showboat my own lifestyle off with people. You know, I don't choose to actually show people that I've got money behind me, and I kind of dress down a lot. And I eat at certain places. I don't always eat at flash places though, guys, but I really just kind of like try and live a life of minimalism. But I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I've got all these keyboards, but they're the only hobbies I have, keyboards and guitar. So I never speak to women about money. But when I go out for a nice meal on my own or with certain friends of mine, I wear really nice clothes, you know, because I like to wear from what I like, you know, to represent myself in an intellectual red pill kind of way. I like to dress and wear the best clothes, but I ignore women because I'm not interested in them. You know, I can go out and wear really nice clothes. I like expensive clothes, but I ignore women. I don't even give them any time of day with the advances, you know, because I just realise how shallow women are. But most of the time, when I'm not going out, I always dress down. I keep my money and my finances. I don't tell any of my friends and family what my finances are. You know, because I'll tell you one thing, guys, right? My dad passed away, right? I'll tell you this more on Friday when we get into the Sigma male video. My dad passed away, and everyone in my family, my sister, and a lot of my other family members wanted to know how much money did my dad leave me? How much was he making? You know, how much did he earn? How much did he leave you all behind? And so I just kind of lie to them, you know. I gave them a false number, but I've got more, but I just don't tell them how much I've got, because basically, you know, it's none of their business. But people say, oh, how much money have you got? How much you earning? You know, basically being nosy in the family. But I don't live a life of debt, you know. I don't live a life where I buy things that I need, and I buy things what I want. And like I say, I dress down a lot. I don't like go to the flashiest, best restaurants all the time. I spend a lot of my time saving and working hard for my future and pension. So with me, as a MGTOW man, I've got my pension, I've got my bonds, I've got my ISAs, and my money's locked down. So I always make it a regular habit of saving regular, but I don't tell women any of this. When women say to me, oh, you know, you appear like you've got loads of money, because I go to a bar near me. It's like a really nice restaurant, guys. It's like you know, over the hill with a nice river. It's a bit of a fancy pub restaurant, but gorgeous. And they say to me, oh, you know, you come across like you earn some money. How much do you earn? So I turn around and say to these girls, well, how much do you earn? I said, do you earn more than me? I said, if you earn more than me, how about I quit my job, and then you can look after me, and I'll live off you, and you can spend money on me. And then they shut up then, because they realise it's none of their damn business. And when they do say to me, oh, you know, how come you look like you've got money behind you? I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend draining my account. And this is the thing, guys, right? With like being MGTOWs, because if we had girlfriends, could you imagine the amount of stress that we've got to go through every single fucking month? Every time that we come out with a certain thousand in the account, we've got to look by after 2 weeks and see a negative equity there, because the girlfriends can't manage money. They want the nails doing, the hair being done, you know, some shoes, some dresses, some clothes, blah 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 blah, you know, because women just can't save money. And so this is what I love about MGTOW. You know, I kind of like, I play my status down socially with people at work, and even with friends. I don't tell them how much I earn, you know, but I make sure that I've got enough for my pension when I retire, and when I get older, I've got my life together, my finances are all together. So I urge any of you MGTOW men now is basically save your money, you know, live low key. Don't wear flash clothes all the time to peacock to women, because we know for a fact, guys, that women will only be attracted to you for the wrong reasons, and we know that women do not love men. So anyway, guys, this is the end of the video about hiding your wealth and success from women. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And as again, guys, thank you very much for like subscribing to the channel, sharing your comments and ideas. You know, it's just amazing to see how fast this channel is growing. You know, and it's all because of you guys, you know, and I think with your comments especially, guys, you know, I learn a lot from you. Very intelligent, you guys, and a lot of wisdom you throw my way, and I take it and learn off you guys a lot of the time. So thanks for that, guys, and I hope that I can keep on producing more good content. So anyway, guys, have a great evening tonight, and what you're doing in the world today. This is Red Pill and Steroids, signing out.